Hello, knife community, knife enthusiasts, knife lovers, interested viewers. Oh gosh, sorry. Folder here. I want to do a video on the Leatherman Surge. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I completely dismissed this tool. I was looking at some of the Leathermans and got my wave there, and I basically honestly settled on the free P4 once I kind of established the free P4 for what it is, with the abilities that it has to be totally one-handed operation, and with all its attributes, I kind of just sort of settled into, this is my multi-tool. This is my plier-based multi-tool, and I'm not really interested in anything else. And I mean, I got the Wave Plus, and then I ended up getting the Wave Titanium, but I actually got rid of it. Not that the Titanium isn't amazing, it is, but it just didn't offer anything above and beyond what I was actually looking for, as to why I kept it for the price point. For the price point with the Titanium, it just wasn't excellent tool. I mean, excellent tool. I'm not knocking the Titanium version of the Wave Plus. Forgot what it's called, but it's not called the Wave Plus Titanium. It's called something else. Anyway, so the Surge was like, when I was looking at the multi-tools, we can put the Wave Plus to the side for now. But when I was looking at the multi-tools, before I kind of owned the Surge, I didn't get it. Like, I'm like, okay, what difference does it make? Like, this has a sword, this has this has that, this has a bunch of tools, this has a bunch of tools. Like, what difference does it really make? Well, I'm going to tell you what difference it makes. The difference is, honestly, this combination covers all your bases. Honestly, I mean, the free P4 and the Surge. The Surge is a much bigger tool. It only looks marginally bigger, I'm sure, in the camera, but holding it in real life and how thick it is, and also the tools that it has, it's much bigger. It's much bigger, and let me get down to it. Let me just get down to the meat and potatoes of this video and stop messing around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by just comparing the tools that they have in common, just to give the viewers a perspective of really how amazing this tool is. They have their place, but this thing is incredible. It's a big tool, so this is like an EDC for me now, and this is actually a tool that I would use even from home. Like, usually you think of a multi-tool like a way to carry a bunch of tools with you in a compact form factor. You don't have your toolbox, but you have a whole bunch of stuff. So when you're on the run, when you're on the go, when you're on the move, I mean, not on the run. On the run sounds like you're in trouble. When you're on the move, you have all these tools available. But this tool is something that, literally, if you're home and you have your whole toolbox available to you, you still might use this thing for something. This thing is a serious tool. And let's just get down to it. Okay, so let's just start off with comparing the accessory tools. Okay, we can start off with the saw. So this is the saw on the free P4, and to pull out the saw on the Surge is, when you compare them, they're extremely similar, right? Not much difference in size. The teeth are about the same, and they're about the same size. But that's where it ends, because this saw is a tool that can be interchanged. You remove the locking mechanism, and the saw falls out, and you can use different saws on this. You can actually use a saw huge, like a huge, I think Bosch has tools fit in this, and there's a few other manufacturers tools that fit inside this. So you can use a saw that's so big and robust that it won't even fold back inside the tool, just as a hand tool for your saw. Okay, so this tool here clearly shows the propensity for extremely heavy duty work and heavy duty application. How come I can't get this thing closed? Okay, right. So just that alone separates this. Like I said, you can put a huge, like a huge circular saw. I'm not circular saw. Never mind. Anyway, I beat a dead horse with that one. Okay, so the saw is interchangeable. Okay, so that's the one advantage. Let's go to the next tool on this side, and we got the scissors, which these are excellent scissors. But look at the scissors on the Surge. Now, I'm not sure how different these come across on video. I'm trying to look, and if they even look close in size, trust me, they're not. So these things work very well. I have to admit, I'm not knocking them. They cut extremely well. But these are big scissors. These are stout, big, robust scissors. You're going to definitely be able to cut a lot more materials with this. I mean, cutting paper is a joke with both of these, you know, just a demonstration of how well these scissors cut. I mean, they shear through papers. You can cut wire ties. I mean, you can cut heavy stuff with this. So the scissors, it's a big difference in scissors. Okay, that's that. And the before we get to that, okay, the serrated edge. Okay. Look at the stock on this. Insane. This is a big serrated edge tool. And this does have this extra shaving tool on the front that I actually do like. This has a section that's straight edge. So it's got a straight edge section with the serrated edge. It's just a more robust, more stout, robust tool. That's all. And then finally, the main knife, or the main blade of the tool. This is where it really makes an enormous difference. Look at the difference. Look at the cutting surface between the 3P4 and the Surge. That is just absolutely, and I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a nice blade. It's hollow grind. This is a flat, but it's just a much bigger knife. You know, this knife on this multi-tool, just to give you a perspective of something, the PM2. We all know that the Spyderco PM2 is not a tiny knife, right? This is a main blade. This is the blade on a PM2. Well, take a look. You're talking about the cutting surface on this tool is the size of is basically the size of the blade on a PM2. So that just gives you the perspective of how big that tool is. And you know, so I mean, listen, okay, when you open up the pliers, it's a very stout set. It's a very stout set, very heavy duty. It's got the removable wire cutters. It's got the needle nose and the regular pliers, but it's just a much bigger. You can even see the reinforced steel on the outside of these pliers. They're very heavy duty. Now you do have to open the pliers to get to the other peripherals on this, which, you know, listen, I'm not going to get into all the tools. I mean, they don't have all the same tools, and you know, the 3P4 like I said, has all the tools on the outside with a Phillip and a flat, right? couple of flat screwdrivers and all. And on this side, it has the bits and then a can opener or bottle opener. Yeah, so, you know. And then this side, yeah. Basically the same tools. But the point of this video is just to really point out that if you're a person that that you've purchased, say, the Free P4 and the Wave Plus, and you were looking at the Surge, I just wanted to highlight that the Surge is on a different level than these tools. Look at the case alone. Look at the case for the Surge and then the case for the Wave Plus. The Surge is a big tool, yes, but you can carry it. It's not like it's too big to carry, but you can carry it. But it is a big tool. It is a heavy duty tool. It is extremely stout. And I wouldn't carry this as an EDC, but I would use this tool definitely at home if I'm doing some heavy duty work, or if I'm doing something, I would definitely use it. And I see why someone would say they had the Free P4 and a Surge. I can see this combination. Or I have the Wave Plus and the Surge, because the category, it's a different category. It's a completely different category of tool. So, and I mean, listen, and I also understand that the Wave has a few things that these don't even have. So I'm not totally getting into that. I'm just talking about the platform itself. So anyway, all right. So yeah, that's the Leatherman Surge, a serious tool for the serious user. If you want to step up your game a little bit with your multi-tools, highly recommended. All right, that's all I got. Thanks.